What you're about to see is very frightening. It's so frightening that it might change your lives forever. And I must ask you not to scream. Are you ready? Sorry, I couldn't help it. I've been loving your comments and your jokes about my mummy finger. It just means that you get me, and that makes me so happy, and it just makes me laugh so much. So today we're going to be making the mummy finger. I hope you enjoy it. To make this finger, I use Cernit doll clay, but you can use any clay you want. I shaped it into a long snake and I kept it quite skinny, as that's what mummies tend to be like. Then using a bowl tool, I define the joints, as those would be the areas that stand out the most. I forgot to film how I made the nails, so I inserted a short clip from my zombie tutorial to give you an idea, or you can watch the longer version following the link that appears in the top right corner of this video, or find it in the description so you can watch it later. Now, when I think of mummies, I think of Egyptian mummies first. I think that's because the ancient Egyptians are the most famous for their mummifying techniques, and so I looked at Egyptian mummies to see more in detail what they looked like, if they wrapped each finger or the whole hand, and some don't appear to have any bandages at all. I don't know if they were removed afterwards or if they disintegrated, but they weren't there. Some pictures I saw didn't have a lot of detail, so to make it a bit more interesting than a stick wrapped in bandages, I sculpted a bone, and I looked at pictures of the human hand bone structure to do this. Add as much detail as you want, but do keep in mind that some of it is going to be covered. I add a general texture with a toothbrush and a few details that I wanted to remain visible after bandaging the finger. I also used a pointy tool to poke tiny holes in different areas and make the bone look extra porous. Next, you want to add texture to the inside of the bone with a needle. Once you're happy with the look, bake it for 15 minutes at 110 degrees Celsius. Once cool, spread liquid clay on the back. I'm using Fimo liquid, but you can also use translucent liquid Sculpey or Sculpey Bacon Bond so you can sculpt the back of the bone. I added the clay where the pads or the fleshy areas of the finger would be, so that when you look at it from the side, it looks a bit contorted and tense. Blend the clay as best you can, not forgetting to blend it towards the front. Then you want to match up the lines with those on the front, add more texture and bake it again for 15 minutes. Next, you want to prepare the bandage by texturing a strip of clay with a toothbrush. One strip of clay should be enough. When the finger is baked and cool, cover it in Fimo liquid and wrap the bandage around it, trying to expose those details you made on the bone. Texture the bandage with a toothbrush and add more details if you want, like tears or holes. I'm lifting some of the edges so that it looks like the bandage is coming loose. To bake it, I put the finger in a scrunched paper towel to cushion it and baked it for 30 minutes. One school I painted the finger with beige acrylic paint. And dry brushed a bit of white in the center of the bandage. Next, I added brown on the edges of the bandage to make it look dirty. I painted the nail brown and I used the same color to paint the inside of the bone. Then I added more shadows and/or dirt using a mix of brown and black. Next, I applied a small amount of black only on some edges of the bandage. I also used black to shape the nail and the inside of the bone. To finish, I glazed it with water-based matte varnish to protect the paint. If you liked this tutorial and you'd like to see more fantasy stuff, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and click on the bell button to turn on the notifications so you never miss any of my uploads. About a month ago, a lot of you entered my giveaway to win the Pocahontas necklace, and I'm very happy to announce that the winner is Catherine Castanares. So Catherine, get in contact with me so I can send you your prize. Okay guys, that is all for today. Thank you all so much for watching and for entering my giveaway. It was really hard to pick a winner, but do know I love you all very much. Have a crafty weekend and I'll see you all next week. Bye! Ciao ciao!